We are back here on Girl Talk. Yes, our friend Bruce Wood is here. It is so good to see you.
Good to see you
I tell
too,
you what,
Debbie.
it's a little hot, but it's nice,
Great
isn't
to
it?
be back.
Hilton Head Capital Investors.
Hilton Head Capital Partners,
Oh, I was
registered
so close.
investment advisory firm.
Well, you know what? Can we start at the very beginning, please? We were talking before, and we were talking about a million different things that we could talk about. And it's sort of a back to basics. And you were so funny. You're like, you mean like the client I just talked to on the phone, the woman? Because you were talking about women being great clients.
Oh, they are. They're fabulous clients. They're more definitive. They have good goals.
Okay.
They're realistic goals. If you nurture that goal setting, they tend not to change.
One of the things that you said that was really interesting is something that you love to do is guide.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about that. And I had basic questions. You know, I think I'm fairly educated, but I hear the bond market, the gold market, international market. Because of the virus, should I be more conservative? What does that mean? Should I be more risk-taking? I'm not sure what all those things are, just like brain explosion.
Yes.
So I have you captive. So take me from the basics,
Sitting on my throat.
Exactly. Well, you're saying now, we women, we like to hear and learn.
You're great learners.
Okay.
Okay. It's a life experience. It's your life experiences that mean the most, not somebody else's. Guiding started when I was a banker, teaching people how to handle their money. And since then, it's just been nurturing the ability of women to understand what they want and what they like. Women are great investors because they invest every single day.
Okay.
They go to the grocery store
And I buy a certain product.
and you buy a certain product, Procter & Gamble's. You go to Kroger, it's a stock. You go to Home
God,
Goods,
it's funny, when you say
go
it
to
like that, yes.
Target, TJ Maxx.
Yes.
You know, women are great investors.
Walmart, Home Goods. I mean, my mind's like Kroger's.
Yes.
Yeah, wow, Fresh Market.
You go online, Wayfair, whatever the case may be. Every woman is totally unique in how they think, okay? But some of the basics that they enjoy is just organizing their thoughts. But you have to bring it out in them. I've had some incredible experiences with women, and the only thing I said to them, give me a list of 3 companies that you really like.
Oh,
And
wow.
they did, and then I picked one, which was Southwest Airlines, and I said, why did you pick this one? And she said, I love the president.
Oh, interesting.
Women are totally different than men from the way they invest, and they're unique. And you just have to draw out how they live, what their interests are.
Well, it's really interesting as you're sitting there, I'm going, Maytag, I love my washer. But wait, I like my Speed Queen too. But it is, Bosch, I love my dishwasher.
That's right.
It's funny how you think about things.
That's exactly right.
It's so, can I ask you some basic questions?
Sure.
And again, forgive my naivete, or maybe I am just a neophyte with this. I hear the term bond thrown around all the time.
Yes.
Can I ask a basic question about what is a bond and when is a bond appropriate? Or why would I choose a bond?
Okay, a bond in simplest terms are issued by companies, by governments.
Okay.
Let's
I
put it
grew
in-
up with savings bonds.
Yes, savings
Is that a
bonds.
bond?
That is a bond
Okay.
issued by the United States government.
Okay.
So there are different types of bonds, just like there are different types of stocks. But it's a debt instrument. You're giving your money to the government or to a corporation.
Okay.
And they in turn issue a bond back to you, which is a promissory note to return your money at a certain time at a certain interest rate.
Got it.
All right? So bonds are as different as the days.
Okay.
So you have to find one that fits you, okay?
Really?
That's right.
Okay.
And so they're more complex in my opinion
Okay.
because people don't understand them quite as well as stocks.
Well, let me ask you this. As I've had my portfolio or whatever it is, and I've invested years and years and years, and I've built up a rather, I'm feeling good I don't know if I'm feeling good financially. I think I'm feeling good financially.
Right?
But I haven't ever talked to a professional about this.
Yes.
How do I what are the questions I need to ask? And the reason I bring this up is my husband and I recently talked about our estate. I had never really thought about it, but with the virus here, I think we all at least sense our mortality a little bit more than we had before. What do you recommend when people come to you? Do you talk about estates? Do you talk about
absolutely.
risk?
Absolutely. It's part of the fiduciary responsibility that we have. All right, let's cover all the bases. Let's check them all off. Good advisors do this, all right? But you focus on the family. You know, how many children do you have? Do you have children, second marriages, things of this nature? But you start at basics. Do you have a will?
It's so funny because we would think those things would be pretty typical. But it's funny, we were talking to my kids, and they just don't have a will, and they've got 4 kids.
I know.
And I was like, you got to do that like yesterday.
It's even more complex if you're in a second or third marriage.
Oh, see, I never thought about that either.
One of the greatest stories that I have to bring the point home on that, having a will. A will is a really important instrument to have. Trusts are important if you want to keep money in the bloodline, but a will is extremely important. One of my dear friends, a broker, he passed away, and he had inherited a lot of money from his parents before he passed away. And it went, all of his estate, 100% of it went, because of the state that he was in, went to his ex-wife. Not to his children, because he died without a will.
Ew.
It's so important to have a will.
Oh my gosh, you can't even make this up. See, every time I get you captive, I learn something, and it's always entertaining.
But fortunately, the children had a good relationship with their mother, and when I met with the children, they told me the story. You know,
my goodness.
And I was in shock.
This is amazing. You are always so much fun. I really appreciate you joining us today. As always, we appreciate you joining us. Be safe. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye from Girl Talk.